absolutely nothing.
All right, am I? Ooh, I'm showing off my V for Visalia Rawhide.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is where we were on Saturday.
I don't get free tickets. I don't know why I'm giving them a free plug.
We went on Saturday.
And
they're
doing well this year, aren't they?
They got hammered that night.
Oh, well, okay.
They did good the two before. And then we went and...
Joe Ross has asked you not to come back now.
Yeah. It was nice to see Joe again, actually.
And we are back once again with our Mike and Mike's Off-Air podcast. Mike Pesto.
And your friend Mike O'Neill on the new My 97.5.
Hold on a second.
And,
For a minute.
uh-oh.
I watch
What
these
is
videos
going
all the time, and I'm tired of the 2001 monolith behind us.
Oh, come on. You don't love that?
It looks more impressive than it is. Look how paper thin this thing is.
Keep in mind, it's actually heavier than you think. I've dropped that once. Sounds like a gong. All right. This is called...
Out of the way now. So that's what's behind it. Nothing.
This is what we call feng shui. Moving things for best.
All right.
Operational something. I don't know.
That thing is heavy, too. I got a little bit of a workout doing that.
Told you.
I went to the gym now. Okay, which is going to get us to something I want to get to second.
Okay.
The fact that you do hit the gym a lot more often than I do, and that you go to a gym.
Yes, sir.
Whereas I know where gyms are.
Yes. And by the way, if you pay your gym membership in full religiously, you don't lose a pound. You actually have to go in. Just thought I'd share that.
Which is why I stopped.
Yeah.
The only thing I was losing was money.
Yes, that happens.
Which, being the dad of the family and the one in charge of the finances, I put a stop to that.
I'm doing this. Why? Yeah.
So we'll hit that in a second. I think that's going to be our new poll question. So we will get to that in a moment. But we have a poll question up there now at my975fm.com. Same place you can check out the audio and the video for our podcast every single week. We're asking because of, again, this website that I love, ranker.com. They just rank things all the time. They have the 340 best female vocalists ever ranked. Now, you know what number one is because we've mentioned it's Whitney Houston. The big question that's there is, do you think Whitney Houston is the best female vocalist ever? I would argue no. She's probably number two. I've got someone else at number one. But who would you have inside your top 10?
Well, I knew.
Because that's what I have here. Is the top
I don't know
10.
if I have 10, but I do know I have at least 3 or 4.
Okay.
And she was underrated forever, but not lately. That's for damn sure. My top 2, for a long time, I've always thought Kelly Clarkson was absolutely insanely incredible. But one of the best little singers. I mean, she's another one of those 4-octave Mariah Careys.
Okay.
And that would be Ariana Grande.
I'm surprised she did not make the top 10.
For real.
She is probably on the list of 340. If she's not, she needs a better publicist.
Well, those are my top 2. 3 would be, for me, Carrie Underwood. I think she's incredible. Her feel, the way she attacks the song. And Kelly Clarkson for the same reason.
Think more old school. These are definitely more all time. Because, again, these are best female vocalists ever.
Ever?
So think ever. And who comes to mind if you really focus on maybe those who are no longer with us and definitely those who are no longer giving us new music on a regular basis?
Well, you sprung this on me, so
Yes.
I'm obviously...
You did not get a chance to study for this pop quiz.
I'm marking for time here, obviously. Gosh, I don't know.
Well, I'll give you a couple, and maybe that'll ring
Whitney,
some bells.
I think Whitney's right there at the top.
Number 10, I'm surprised she's not higher. She's taking a brief sabbatical from all things music related right
I know.
now.
Yes, I would have. She would have been my 4th if it's Celine Dion.
No.
Huh?
Adele.
Yeah.
Celine Dion, that's more of a health-imposed one. This is Adele saying it's a self-imposed, I'm taking a break from music. She had the big, long residency in Las Vegas, and she's been doing nothing music-related for about a year or so now.
I know another one, although I don't know if she's still got it, but
so
she
Adele's
sure
at
did
number
for
10.
a long time. I liked Martina McBride on the countryside as well. She had a great vocal.
There's another one, I'm sure she's in the top 50, but not in the top 10. Patsy Cline, country artist, at number 9 on the list. So you've got, again, Adele, Patsy Cline, Mariah Carey, who's hoping third time will be the charm next year for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Billie Holiday at number 7. So that's when I say old school.
yeah.
They're
There's so many different vibes. If you take Billie Eilish as an example, there's so many different vibes and different kinds of vocals. So
number 6 on the list. You mentioned her already, Celine Dion. I would personally have her a little higher.
yes,
But and again, she has the fragile. I forget what it's called. There's a syndrome that she's going through right now that I don't know if she's ever going to be able to perform, at least at the level she was previously before that syndrome and symptom and what she's going through right now.
Ariana Grande does a wonderful impression of her. It's so funny. Here we go.
Etta James at number 5 on the list.
Yeah.
Here's one that surprised me because most of these I would have had a little higher. Here's one I would have had a little lower and maybe even outside the top 10. Karen Carpenter.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, a very distinctive style to her voice and deserves to be on the list. Again, of 340 women, but not in the top 10. She's in the top 5 at 4.
A very good vocalist, but definitely not a 4-octave vibrato from Nutsville. I mean, no. I mean, I'm with you on that.
And again, I love the fact that, again, it's the best. Best is so subjective.
I know, because I always think technical best, like, just such a good vocalist with such good range, such good chops. I mean, can hit that 4th octave, can hold an incredible vibrato, and has phrasing that'll make you cry.
See, I lean a little bit more towards someone, the cry aspect, the one that just gets you emotionally.
Yeah.
Alanis Morissette, for me, would be inside my personal top 10. Not the greatest vocalist ever, but her songs can just hit me emotionally like no other female vocalist can. So I would have her in my personal top 3 or 4 probably.
And definitely winner of the most pissed off song ever in an album.
She could run the gambit. If you listen to that Jagged Little Pill album, if you haven't in a while, do, because it will hit you emotionally a couple different ways.
Yeah.
Ella Fitzgerald at number 3. Aretha Franklin, I would have at number 1 on the list. They have at number 2. Keep in mind, no Tina Turner on the list, at least not in the top 10. She's got to be in the top 15. And then again, Whitney Houston at number 1.
I know. It was I was in Top 40 radio when Tina came out with the album with What's Love Got to Do with It. And I just remember thinking, at 50, which she literally was the year the album came out, I thought, what a classy piece of work for this lady who has done the hyped up version of Proud Mary and Nutbush City Limits and all the things she did, while running at full speed on a treadmill. It seems like, but that was just so classy and so pretty, really.
We've talked about her being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I want to say she's, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong on this, because again, I want to get it right, that she's in twice, once as a solo artist and once with, who did she sing with previously back in the 60s?
Her husband and she, I can't think of the
name.
name.
But I forget the name of the duo that they had.
Yeah, them.
So I think Ike and Tina Turner. So I think she's in twice. But I didn't realize she only had, I forget which song it was, one number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100. So
exactly right.
Goes to show that when they're talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we need to be reminded of that every once in a while. Chart success is the last thing I think they take into account. It's more so what people's peers have said about them and how many other artists have tried to emulate them. The one song that she had, and sure it's a little cheesy because it's just from the movie, but Thunderdome.
Yeah.
We Don't Need Another Hero. That song, I've mentioned this on the air a few times. There's a few songs that we play on the new My 97.5 that when I just tune everything out and I just listen to the song, at the very least, that song will give me goosebumps and sometimes evoke a tear or two, just because I can get into the feeling of it and loving that movie as well, and remembering seeing it with my mom and dad, my sister years ago when it hit theaters. There's a whole host of reasons why it evokes that emotion from me, but her vocals can do that for me.
Yeah, and so many different songs have that going for them. I can't think of. She plays guitar and she sings as well. I can't make you love me. We play it on my I Can't Make You Love Me. It's so sad.
Yeah, that one. Let us know if you know who that is, because that one's not ringing a
You
bell.
can just type it right in there and we
Yeah,
can see.
there you go. See, please do that.
Meaning in there, but in any event, that's one of those incredible songs that just you can just feel their pain.
I think that's
Their
what
angst.
one of these days we need to get into the songs that maybe underrated songs that will evoke that emotion from us, and I've got a whole host of them. Some male, some female artists. But there's a new poll question I want to ask.
Yes, sir.
This coming week. Because I'm sure you've seen at this point, getting ready for your show this afternoon, excessive heat watch is going to be in effect Friday and Saturday of this week. It ends. Why it ends at 2 o'clock in the morning Sunday, I don't know, but that's when it ends. We've got heat coming once again. And when it starts warming up like this, people love taking their daily showers. So I asked a question on Facebook this morning. Do you every day, without fail, every single day of the year, take at least one shower?
I have to. You wouldn't want to be around me if I didn't. I'm just that guy. You have to know who you are, and I'm him.
Even
if I don't know, if I don't shower, it's not good.
Now, even if it's a day you don't hit the gym for whatever reason,
I have
and you
to
don't
shower.
even break a sweat,
Have to shower.
you still do. Okay.
Every morning. I don't wash my hair very often. Not like, with shampoo and conditioner.
Okay.
But I'll gym shower that one most days. But no, I shower every day. Because
Okay.
otherwise, no one wants to be around me.
See, and I have said it before. I will say it again 2 to 3 times a week. Maybe even a little less over the winter months. Maybe a little more over the summer months. Certainly when I'm in the yard doing things there. If I break out a sweat, if I sweat through my clothes, then yes, absolutely. But I would say more often than not, most average days here in the South Valley, I do not take a shower every day.
You're lucky to be able to get away with it.
And I've had people who will go unnamed who have worked here in the building that could swear. They told me, I know when you take a shower and when you don't. So we went a 2-week period with this person who I worked with rather closely, and sure enough, she didn't know. She swore she could tell me what days I showered, what days I didn't. So for 2 weeks, and I would always write it down ahead of time so I knew I wasn't lying. I would write down if I showered that day or not. And today's the day you showered. And I would flip over the people. Oh, no, today is the day I did not shower. Or vice versa. And she was right about half the time. Now, there's a difference between showering and keeping up your hygiene. Still brushing your teeth and washing your face and cleaning what needs to be cleaned. But no, and more I read from dermatologists in particular, depending on what you use on your body when you take a shower, showering every day is not really a good idea because you're breaking down things that shouldn't necessarily be broken down on your skin. Some of those oils are a good thing to have on your skin every once in a while, more than just a few hours.
Well, I will just, without going through too many details, you don't have to soap yourself from head
True.
to toe.
That's a very good point.
Hit what needs to be hit and move on.
Now, there's a pits. There's a little rhyme that goes with the areas that you definitely want to hit every time you shower.
Those are the ones.
And I forget pits, privates, and I think there's one other one that I can't think of.
No, that's pretty much it right there for me.
All right, there you go.
All done. Assuming your backside is your privates.
But at last check, my wife and I think there's one other person who has voted, no, I don't take a shower every day. Everyone else so far who has voted with that Facebook poll question has said yes, that they do. So I'm in the minority. If we do have it.
I start every day.
See, and when I do, and we've talked about this too, I know, I'd much rather take a shower at night.
Complete waste of time for me.
See, for me, it's, and that's when I'll brush my teeth too, because I'll take my shower, I'll brush my teeth. The shower relaxes me, calms me down. I can rinse off every aspect of the day, literally and figuratively. Brush my teeth. At that point, I'm ready for bed. I'll get inside the sheets and I will sleep like a baby. Every time I've taken a shower beforehand, I always sleep through the night.
Well, lucky you, because if I take my shower at night, I sweat just enough all night that here we are again, and why did you waste the water? So mornings, it's, we all have our different routine.
All right, Hector, do you shower every single day?
I can tell the days that you don't